Hi everyone, Chris Hale here. Welcome back to another Profit Squirrel vlog. Hope you're all doing really well, and I hope that your new year has got off to a really good start with match betting. In this video, what I want to do is bring to your attention Cheltenham 2020. It's the Cheltenham Horse Racing Festival. It is about a month away. It starts on the 10th of March, goes on to the 13th of March. And in case you didn't know, it is one of the best opportunities to make profits with match betting. There tends to be loads of offers around. There also tends to be loads of extra odds boosts, things like that, all of which are concentrated over those few days of the festival, and it is a great time to make profits. We've had people in the past saying that they've made 500, 600, 700 pounds profit in just a few days, and even if you don't take advantage of most of the offers, there's still a few £100s in profit to be had. As I've said in videos before, some people even choose to take these days off work. They take them off as annual leave, or they work from home, just so that they can actually have their full attention on the festival, have it up on the TV or whatever, and make sure that they are completing all of the match betting offers that are around, because there are really good ones. So with that being said, what should you expect and how should you prepare for this event that is probably one of the highlights of the match betting calendar? Well, firstly, and maybe this is an obvious one, you have to get good at horse racing offers. As I said, you've got about a month until this event happens, and you really need to be familiar with the most common types of horse racing offers, get familiar with putting the back and lay bets on, and get used to how the lay odds can change quite rapidly with horse racing, how things can shift as it gets closer to the race starting, things like that. Just kind of get familiar with it, and you also want to make sure that you know how to complete the offers well, and you're not overly having to think about them when they come up. So the two most common type of horse racing offers that you'll probably see are things like extra place and refund if offers. I've got guides on both of those and I'll link to them throughout this video. You should really check those out, and then you should head over to the Profit Squirrel members area and do a few of these offers. Make sure you complete a few of these if you haven't already. Get a feel for them. Now for Cheltenham, you're probably going to see a lot of these types of offers. Refund if your horse finishes second, or refund if X or Y happens. Those are pretty good, and then you're probably going to see at most of the major bookmakers the maximum stake you can do with those are £50 back bets. Now normally I would say if a bookmaker is giving you a £50 offer for something like a refund, then you should be a little bit cautious there and maybe not bet up to that limit. Just do sort of £20 bets or a bit less, something in line with your previous bets that you've placed with that bookmaker. But with Cheltenham, I think they expect people to do things that are a little bit out of the ordinary. You know, they expect people to get involved and maybe bet a bit more. So in my experience, and in most of our members' experiences, you can actually get away with larger back bets during these big events, because it's kind of expected that that is what is going to happen. So for a lot of these refund if bets, as long as you have enough money in the bank for your lay stakes, and I'll come on to that in a minute, then you should be fine to complete these sorts of offers that are like a maximum £30 refund, maximum £50 refund, that sort of thing. Extra place offers, those are something you're going to be seeing as well, and that is where a bookmaker is offering more places than the betting exchange. Again, if you want to know a bit more about that, I won't go into it in too much detail here, but you can click the link on the screen and find out more about that in one of my earlier videos. With the extra place offers over Cheltenham, there tends to not be a limit on the back stake that you can place. You tend to be able to place as high as you like with that. So as long as you've got the bankroll to cover that, that can actually be a really good way of maximizing your winnings as well. A third thing to really look out for and pay attention to is the odds boosts that are around. So Ladbrokes are really famous for doing this. Paddy Power often do it. William Hill do it. And basically, when you go into the bookmaker, when you put the bet onto your bet slip, there's often an opportunity to use a boost, and that is you can make the back odds higher. So what you're basically doing here is you're making the back odds and the lay odds closer to each other. You're going to minimize your qualifying losses, or possibly if you're using a free bet, you're going to be maximizing the profit that you get from that free bet. So make sure you're looking out for those odds boost opportunities. So if you've participated in Cheltenham before, this is all going to be familiar for you. One thing you may not have tried before, and I would recommend checking out as well, is perhaps perhaps overlaying. Now I'm going to again put a link on the screen so you can go and check out my overlay video, but it's a really nice technique, and if you're not familiar with it, it can be a big game changer actually in terms of your match betting. And basically what it allows you to do, it allows you to complete offers with 0 qualifying losses. And that is particularly useful for refund style offers. So if you have, say, an offer where it's refund if your horse finishes second, you know, there's a chance that your horse might not finish second. So with a positive expected value, it is worth completing those offers anyway. However, what you can do is you can overlay, and what that means is that you are not going to be racking up little qualifying losses. There's a bit more to it, it's a bit more nuanced than that, but if you're interested, check out that video because I think it will help you, and I think it will help you increase your profits over Cheltenham. So with that being said, what is the best way to prepare other than making sure you're familiar with horse racing offers? The second thing I'd say is make sure you're checking your emails, because you're probably going to be getting extra bonuses and things like that from the bookmakers coming up. Make sure you're also checking out Profit Squirrel. Make sure you're checking out the daily offers section, because we're going to have a special Cheltenham thread in there, and then that is going to be highlighting all of the best offers that are around over this festival. And then also make sure your bank is topped up. You know, you want to have really ideally at least several £100s to be able to make the most of the Cheltenham festival, and you want that because you're going to be laying off a lot of bets. If you want to be backing and laying horses at odds of 4, 5, 6.0, something like that, then you're going to need a healthy bank to use in the betting exchange. So the way to do that, I would say, 1, make sure you've completed all of the welcome offers, all of the ones that you see when you begin Profit Squirrel, these ones here. Make sure you've completed those, because those are a great way to build up your bank. You know, you'll make several £100s from those alone. And then also make sure you've completed other offers that are profitable on Profit Squirrel as well. So check out some of the casino offers, check out some of the free spins, things like that. And then some of the other daily offers. There are other great ways to build up that bank and make sure that you have enough profits to make the most of the Cheltenham Festival. So that's pretty much it. I would say as long as you got your accounts ready with Paddy Power, with William Hill, with Ladbrokes as well, as long as you got your betting exchanges there, your Betfair Smarkets, things like that, you should be in a great position. Oh, and one final tip as well. Betfair do have a loyalty scheme. Check it out in the video that I'm going to link to above the video now. And they allow you to change your loyalty program every single calendar month. So what you might want to do, now that we're coming into February, you might want to choose, say, the 2% commission scheme and have that as your active plan from March. So what it will mean is that actually in time for the Cheltenham Festival, you're going to be benefiting from 2% commission on Betfair, which is exactly the same as Smarkets. That's quite nice, but it will be useful, the fact that Betfair tends to have a lot more availability and sometimes better prices in the horse racing. So that's a little extra tip I would share with you as well, something you might want to consider. And then of course, whichever plan you have it on now, you can switch back to that from April onwards. So check out that video on the Betfair rewards scheme if you're interested in that. We'll probably do a few more videos about Cheltenham nearer to the time, but until then, thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments below how you're preparing for Cheltenham. Are you excited? How did you do last year if you did it, or is this your first Cheltenham? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got new videos every week from Profit Squirrel coming out, showing you how to make the most out of match betting and how to make 2020 the most profitable year yet for you. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all again in another video really soon. Bye for now.